5-inch versus 6-inch gutters.
Okay. What's the difference?
So in the industry, I usually try to explain this, but if you hear someone talking about standard gutters, so standard for a residential home is going to be 5 inches.
Okay.
So the top of that gutter is 5 inches wide. So you have 5 inches for water to go into. So the entire gutter is basically 5 inches wide.
Mm-hmm.
That would be standard. If you hear someone talking about oversized, they're talking about 6-inch gutters. It's just an extra inch in width, allows for extra airflow. Most houses, again, this is case by case. You have some houses have more gutters than others.
Mm-hmm.
For example, if you've got a gable roof like this, you've only got gutters on the 2 sides. If you have what we call a hip roof and you have gutters on all 4 sides, you have double the gutter of that other house with the same amount of roof.
Mm-hmm.
So with the roof that's like this, you're gonna probably want to have 6-inch gutters on that one.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have a roof with gutters on all 4 sides, then you may be able to get away. You may have more than enough with 5-inch. So we usually take that into account. 5-inch versus 6-inch. You also have the aesthetic appeal. 6-inch is going to be a little bit bigger. You're going to notice it a little bit more. It's going to have a little bit better curb appeal on your home. So it's going to impact the way it looks from the street.
So pretend I'm a homeowner. Do I always have the option of 5 between 6, or does it depend on like?
I always recommend 5 versus 6. I always try to be honest. If a homeowner really needs 6, I'll push him for 6.
Mm-hmm.
But it's ultimately your house, your decision. 6-inch does cost more, more material, a little heavier, so it costs a little bit more. And for that reason, I'm not going to tell you you have to, but I will strongly recommend it. If you have an area where you have a ton of roof coming off into one small section of gutter, you may need 6-inch.
Mm-hmm.
And so if I think that 5-inch is going to be overwhelmed by the amount of water coming off of your roof, then I'll usually strongly recommend. But again, it's still that homeowner's choice.
Cool.